So some more thoughts about running. It's definitely spring. What a beautiful day. So it's quite easy to think that if you've never run in your life or you've never tried it, maybe you've got some bad memories from it, some horrific memories from school where you were sent out on a cross-country run in the depths of winter and you hated every second of it. Which, I mean, I didn't do any running. I might have done. I can't really remember if I did any running at school. If I have, I've banished it from my brain. That's not to say I used to play a lot of football and things like that, so I wasn't inactive as a child, but I certainly never ran. The first time I ever ran outside doing the activity of running was in 2010, 2011. And we also carry these things a bit from school, so if you were a bit sort of big or chubby, which hey, I certainly was during the school years, you kind of get labelled, or you think, oh, you're the big guy, the big girl, and you think, well, that's not for me. We tend to look at runners. We switch on the London Marathon every year, and you look at the elites doing it, and you think, wow, they look it looks so effortless for them. They look so natural, and you kind of think, well, I could never do that. Well, I mean, I could never do what Eliud Kipchoge does, but I can give it a shot, and I can give it my best version of that. Maybe it's something innately human that we see the best of something. And depending on your mentality, obviously, you might think, oh, I can't do that. But you can certainly do something. Now that we have this, hopefully, well, we've got this one day, we're going to have a couple of days of spring. It might get you thinking about going outside and doing some exercise, whatever it is. I mean, yeah, if you've never seen Eliud Kipchoge, it's poetry. It's a work of art. Just Google him, his running form. He's the best of the best, the elite, one of the best ever. And it's like a work of art, man. Really good. Very good, Eliud. Another thing that I've certainly heard about, or people saying, is that, oh, I'm too slow, or I'm too big, or etc., etc. Putting kind of, not excuses, but blocking their path essentially to starting something. So if you do your first runs and you log them on Strava, and then you look at other people that are doing similar runs, or you just go and see what your friends are doing and what pace they're running, it's quite easy to think, oh God, look how, I could never do that type thing. Rather than thinking about it emotionally, just think about it rationally. Just think, well, look, these are my first runs. I know I'm going to be slow. I know it's going to take a little bit of time. That's the way it is with anything worth doing. Something like Strava is a great online community where you get kudos and you have discussions and you can join groups, and there's a lot of really good support. I mean, obviously social media can be a bit of a shit show, but I haven't found that on Strava. It's very supportive. Athletes generally are. Another thing to think about is you're doing all this running, so you've been at it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. It's good to just start to think about your frame, your structure. There's a good quote saying it doesn't matter how fast the engine is, if the chassis isn't strong enough, at some point it's going to fall apart. Just try and do, and this, you don't have to do loads and loads of these. This is just like a couple of times a week. It's like 10-15 minute sessions. Just do some squats and lunges, things like that. Really get your legs, you want that to be as strong as you can, and doing some squats and lunges is just a great way of hopefully ensuring that part of your body remains strong. At last. Bit of spring, lads. At last.